So a lot happened in the mid-season premiere. So let's get started. So it starts off with Gabriel at night on on guard, keeping watch. Then he leaves and starts raiding the pantry, gets in the car and leaves. I don't know where he's going. He just disappears and leaves for we don't know why yet, but hopefully it makes sense. I don't think he's leaving because he's like leaving Alexander altogether. I think there's a good reason for it. He's not like turning bad or whatever. He's not going against them. He's just there's a reason we don't know about yet. Then at the hilltop, Rick and the group are asking Gregory, "Hey, we should fight," and Gregory's like, "No, get out." So they start to leave, and then Jesus says that, "Hey, I know someone else who can help, King Ezekiel." So then they start heading to the kingdom. When they get to the kingdom, they have to hand their guns over to the people, which they only have two guns because the saviors took all of them. So they go in and start walking around the kingdom, and then they see Morgan. The last time Morgan saw them was, or Rick at least, was season 6, episode 15, when they branched out ways. When Morgan went looking for Carol and Rick went back to Alexandria. So they haven't seen each other in a while, so that was good that they're back. Morgan didn't tell them where Carol was. He said that she was here, but that she left. So Morgan kind of obeyed Carol because Carol said that she doesn't want them coming to her. So in a way, he obeyed her, kind of, by not telling them where she is, but that she was there and now she's gone. So it's kind of like 50-50. And then they meet Ezekiel and Shiva. They pretty much ask Ezekiel, "We can fight the saviors together and we can win." And then Michonne says how they lost people. And then Morgan finds out about what happened in the premiere with Glenn and Abe and even Olivia and Spencer, who no one cares about. And about Eugene and Daryl being taken, but then Daryl stuck out and will probably die if they find him. So Ezekiel says, "No, we're not going to fight, but we'll keep Daryl here, keep him safe." And Daryl, of course, doesn't want to stay, but Rick's like, "Yeah, you're staying." So he stays. Though I feel like Daryl's going to sneak out, and if he does, he may die. Because knowing the Saviors, they gave Daryl chances many times over. If they find Daryl, they'll probably kill him, or at least hurt him in a very big way, like cut off a limb or something. So Daryl should be smart and stay at the kingdom. And then Carol's in the woods and running into Benjamin, and they have a thing, and Carol pretty much says, "Go back or you'll die." And Benjamin's like, "Oh yeah, you too." And Carol's like, "No, I've done this before." And she sort of teaches, like, or not teaches, but like gives tips, Benjamin, like heel toe and bend your knees. So I guess that's good. Then they're on the highway and they run across cars roadblocking them, and they move them out of the way and find a thing of dynamite, or not a single dynamite, but like different, like a wire and dynamite's connected to them and stuff. So they're like, "We need a dynamite." So Rosita, out of nowhere, becomes like a fucking genius and is able to like unclip it, and so it doesn't go off. And then pretty much tells them how to do it and be careful. Which I'm guessing she learned this stuff from Eugene, because I don't think she would have known this on her own. So, unless she's some sort of secret genius or whatever, but I'm pretty sure she got this from Eugene. And then they take as much as they can, but Hurt starts coming, so they're like, "Oh shit." Rick tells Sasha and Jesus to go back to Hilltop and let Maggie know that we're trying and not giving up. So they do that. And then Tara, Rosita, and Carl get in the car and start, like, putting the cars back in line and getting ready to go. Well, Rick and Michonne, they each get in a car and they honk horns, telling the walkers to come their way, and they start driving with the metal wire in between them and start fucking killing many walkers. Like, what 300 or something? Like, a lot. Don't know how many, but it's a lot, and it was pretty badass. And then Rick and Michonne get in the car with the other, then they drive off. And then at Alexandria, Simon, that's the name, he comes and he's like, "Where's Daryl?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't know. Daryl's still with you, right? Playing dumb. Smart." And Simon's like, "Okay, well, we're going to look around." So they end up pretty much destroying the place, looking around. And while they're looking around, Rick and the group notice that the pantry's empty. So they're like, "Oh shit, something happened," but they don't say it till the Saviors leave. And then Tobin, I think, says Gabriel's gone or something happened to Gabriel or whatever, and probably took the food. So Rosita's pissed at Gabriel because she thinks that he abandoned them. And everyone else, like Rick and Michonne, and I think Tara too, are like, "No, he wouldn't do that. There must be a reason." And then they find his Bible, which he left on the ground. And in a notebook, I think, it says the word boat. And Aaron's like, "Oh, that's where we went when we got supplies on the boat." Now, this made me think that maybe Gabriel was the boot person, but the boot person was also watching Gabriel. So how would Gabriel know about the boat? I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know. Then there's the scene with Eric and Aaron, and Eric is pretty much saying, "Don't go out there," and kind of starting to act like Spencer was before, which is not good because Spencer was an asshole. I liked him before. Like, I liked him, like, when we first met him and stuff. But then he started becoming an asshole when he started saying, like, how bad Rick is. Then he died. So I don't want that to happen to Eric, because right now he's, like, okay. But if he does become, like, an asshole, I will hate him, and he will probably die, too, just like Spencer did. Because that's what happens. If you talk shit about Rick, you die. Unless you're Negan, then you kill people. So Rick, Michonne, Tara, Rosita, and Aaron go out. Only the 5 of them. They go and they find boot tracks. So they follow the boot tracks, and then they get surrounded by a bunch of people, like a lot, and they're like shit, and it's all around, left, right, back, front. They're surrounded, and then Rick smiles at the very end, maybe because he knows they're not saviors. And if they're not saviors, then they could work with them and use them. And they have weaponry and guns, so they can fight. Now, also, I'm fairly certain that Gabriel has a connection with those people. I think it may have happened when, back in, I think, 707, when Gabriel called Spencer tremendous shit when they were driving, and Gabriel got out of the car and started walking back. Maybe when he was walking back, he ran into them, or they ran into him, and they had some sort of arrangement. Because that's the only time Gabriel was really ever alone that we didn't see. So that's might be the only time when they could have met Gabriel and talked to him, or Gabriel could have found them or whatever. And then it ends. So I think that's about it.